Hello friends, in this video we are going to discover the top 10 best places to live in New Hampshire. In the northeastern United States of America, right on the Canadian border, you will find New Hampshire. This idealistic state has it all: bustling and bright cities, national forests galore and snow-capped mountains for good measure. Although small, New Hampshire certainly holds its own between Vermont and Massachusetts. If you are a lover of the great outdoors and want to be close to the coast too, New Hampshire is the place for you. In the White Mountains, there are great wildernesses to explore. Moose and black bears all feature along the Appalachian Trail, so be sure to watch your step. There are plenty of great places to live in New Hampshire, and each one has its own merits. We have looked at what local people love about each area to make sure that we are offering you the most rounded and authentic look at each neighborhood. With that in mind, the hard facts like public school ranking, median home value and crime statistics don't lie. Joining all these factors together, we have created a list of the 10 best places to live in New Hampshire. Kindly make sure to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon before we start this video about the 10 best places to live in New Hampshire. Now let's dig deeper into each of the top 10 best places to live in New Hampshire. Number 10. Londonderry. If you love fresh air and fresh food, Londonderry is the place for you. But even with all the natural benefits of this cozy town, you'll still find yourself only an hour away from the heart of Boston. Located only 35 miles from Boston is the popular town of Londonderry. If you're looking for more space, away from the densely packed cities, then this is the perfect town for you. Life in Londonderry is good, with high ratings for quality of life factors across the board. This town scores highly for employment opportunities, housing, and education, says Money Incorporated. It is also one of the most affordable places to live in New Hampshire in terms of the cost of living. Organic lovers will rejoice at Londonderry's access to the best and healthiest. The headquarters of Stonyfield Farm is located in Londonderry, so the freshest organic food won't have far to travel to arrive in your home, Home Snacks adds. The town has a strong farming heritage that's on display at several orchards where you can pick your own produce and enjoy goodies from the farm stands. Number 9. Nashua. For those who aren't fully ready to abandon city life, Nashua is a great option. You'll enjoy plenty of access to the New Hampshire's mountains while staying in a more densely populated urban area. If you want to live in a city that is close to a broad range of services and you appreciate city life, then Nashua is most certainly a good option for you to consider, says here in NH. This city is located in the southern section of New Hampshire, and it is situated along the banks of the Nashua River. This city, although predominantly urban, is home to several gorgeous parks and other open places, such as Greeley Park. Because it's so big, it's no surprise that the city comes in second for amenities and 11th for quality of life. Residents are eager to digitally rave about and to support highly rated local businesses like Alex Shoes and Wilfred's Barber Shop, which gives this place a hometown feeling despite its much larger size, says Mavoto. Residents also aren't too worried about the job market. A whopping 95% of people here are employed and they rake in a median income of $65,476 each year, which makes this place pretty livable for workers. Number 8. Exeter. Exeter is a town in Rockingham County next to Exeter River with a population of just over 14,000. There are excellent schools in this area, including the Phillips Exeter Academy. Although the community is not very diverse, there are many other benefits to choosing Exeter as your home. There are lots of amenities and leisure activities in this area, which contribute to an enjoyable lifestyle. Commuting and job opportunities are also good in Exeter. In terms of safety, this is one of the safest towns in which you can live in New Hampshire. The cost of living is about average compared to similar towns in this state. There are lots of amenities and leisure activities in this area, which contribute to an enjoyable lifestyle, says Money Incorporated. Commuting and job opportunities are also good in Exeter. In terms of safety, this is one of the safest towns in which you can live in New Hampshire. Number 7. Hampton. Set right on the Atlantic coast is the quaint town of Hampton. There is little to fault with in Hampton. There is plenty of green spaces in Hampton, perfect for those who like to keep fit, have dogs to walk or enjoy getting out and about as a family. Football fields, as well as baseball, softball and basketball courts for community members to enjoy. Locals say that Hampton is very safe, the kind of place where children can play in the street, like the good old days. This quiet area would be deemed too sleepy for those who like the busy and bustling cities. If you're looking for a leisurely pace of life and a strong community ethos, Hampton would be a serious contender. Number 6. Mount Vernon. The very rural area of Mount Vernon is home to a tiny population of just 2,620 people. An impressive 96% of residents live in owned homes. Despite this, there are plenty of properties on the market offering buyers ample choice. Mount Vernon is proud to offer residents access to some of the best schools in the state. That said, there are only 2 to choose from. The reason why Mount Vernon comes in lower down the ranks is that it's so far out in the sticks. This makes commuting a bit of an issue and job opportunities are few and far between. This is very much a place for people who want to feel part of a community and play an active role in maintaining this atmosphere. Business-focused folk are not the ideal candidates for living in Mount Vernon. Number 5. Durham. Meandering around the Great Bay, Durham is a small town north of Newmarket in Strafford County. Crime in the area is almost non-existent, which is a real bonus point next to Durham's name. Thanks to the University of New Hampshire campus in the northeast of the suburb, there is a greatly diverse community here. There are some magnificent properties available in Durham. Although a little out of range for many young families, it is certainly worth looking at property in Durham as an investment as well as your next home. The median home value may be $301,100, but at the higher end of the scale at a punchy $995,500, you can get a picturesque, waterfront home with 4 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms, not to mention the double garage and long private driveway. Number 4. Hollis. Just east of Nashua, we find the rural town of Hollis. As is to be expected of a rural area, 92% of the 7,700 residents live in owned homes, making the market very competitive for those looking to rent. Properties in Hollis come onto the market on a semi-regular basis but don't stick around for long. There are only ever a handful of homes to choose from at any one given time. The quality of the homes in Hollis is outstanding. Almost all offer off-road parking, expansive gardens, and en-suite bathrooms. The area is popular with the more affluent of the New Hampshire folk, many of which have made their money in business and moved to Hollis to enjoy the slower pace of country life. Number 3. Amherst. Amherst is another quaint and charming town in gorgeous Hillsborough County. Amherst is very much worthy of its top 5 placement and has been voted as one of the best places to raise a family in New Hampshire, but why so? For one, incidences of crime in the area are few and far between. The occasional shoplifting or petty theft debacle is dealt with by the local police quickly and efficiently. Home value in Amherst is consistent with the rest of the state but frustratingly above the national average. With higher home value comes access to better schools and facilities, so it's a give and take situation. Properties on the market range from a greatly affordable $150,000 for a 2-bedroom home up to $379,000 for grand 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom country-style family home. Number 2. Portsmouth. Portsmouth in New Hampshire was a tight contender for first or second place. Alas, it falls in third, but very much on par with Hanover and Bedford, on paper. Great public schools make Portsmouth great for parents and young children. Of the 5 schools in the neighborhood, each and every one of them holds an A rating from the government. Crime levels here in Portsmouth are very low, and it is the sort of place where children can still play out on the sidewalk, despite being an urban area. Very family-friendly and a characterful environment are what residents like most about Portsmouth. They do note, however, that the cost of living in Portsmouth is a little dearer than in other parts of the state. Number 1. Hanover. Unlike many other states, New Hampshire offers residents a great number of truly rural areas to live, Hanover being one of them. As it so happens, it is the best of them too. This country community of 11,348 people have a pretty sweet deal. Great public schools on offer from elementary level right through to high school means that Hanover is one of the most desirable places to raise a family in the state. Residents are quick to note the almost non-existent nightlife. In all honesty, this is part and parcel of rural living and for many people the exact reason why they moved to Hanover. No nightclubs, no, but plenty of character and community feel. There is all the entertainment you could wish for just down the road. So, which is your favorite places among the top 10 best places to live in New Hampshire? Well, that's all we have for you today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content of this video, click the subscribe button so you can receive more content like this. Post your favorite places among the top 10 best places to live in New Hampshire in the comments below. I'd love to read them, and I'm sure others would too.